introduce.
Paul, the Maniac, Morris.
Here he comes then, the Maniac, as he's known, 5:14.2 is record coming into tonight. He's busy. He's an opponent, I think, is the kind way to describe it. He's lost pretty much everything since 2011. One win in the last 11.
And his opponent from Vauxhall in London, the man known as Big Dog, AJ Big Dog Carter.
Here he is, Big Dog, or the mini Mike Tyson. That might be pushing it a bit, but we don't know, because this is his debut. Who knows? It might well be. I think he was named that by his manager, Derek Williams, trained by his father. And Carlton Warren, he sparred with David Hay and George Groves, recently with Ian Lewison and Dillian White. And he's almost completely missed out any amateur career. He had 5 amateur fights.
Well, if he sparred David Hay, he must be able to do a bit, Tim, because I know David Hay, even in sparring, very difficult man indeed to box against. Punches extremely hard, so if he sparred Hay, then
the next contest
that's
is
good
in the
going.
heavyweight division, consisting of 4 3-minute rounds. Sponsored by www.diamondracing.co.uk, the leaders in racehorse ownership and betting information. First, introducing in the blue corner, wearing the black and gold shorts, and today's weighing is scaled 14 stone and 9 pounds. Taking part in his 22nd professional fight tonight from Preston in Lancashire. Let's hear for Paul Maniac Morris. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the black shorts. Today's weighing is scaled 16 stone, 9 pounds. Making his professional debut tonight from Vauxhall in London. Let's hear for AJ Big Dog Carter. 4 3-minute rounds, referee Jeff Hines. Give his final instruction.
Okay, gentlemen, 4 rounds or less. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck.
So then here we go. This is the debut then of Big Dog.
Second time.
So Carter, or Mr. Carter, as he likes to be known, is 26 years of age. He's sparred with some big names. Let's see what he's like on his professional debut. Wants to make an impression here. Said over the next 4 years, he said it's about building up his career prospects and experience. Said he doesn't expect any major fights until 2017. He's obviously got a plan on paper. Let's see how close it is to perhaps becoming a reality.
A good positive start. I like the head movement from Carter.
Well, everybody likes it at heavyweight, don't they? And Morris has got plenty of experience. He needs to get out of the way of some of these big bombs, otherwise one's going to land, and it'll be good night to him. Stopped in his last 2 fights. He was stopped by Wayne Brooks in the opening round last time out. And he very nearly caught one there. Nathan Owens all stopped him in 4.
Good jab from Carter. Gets caught with the shot there as he's coming in, but nevertheless he's worked well with that shot. Closing that gap down with that punch. He's looking to land obviously the bigger right hand and maybe the left hook, but nevertheless the way he comes forward with that jab, That's a good way to get to your opponent. Just needs to just slow down a touch and just gather his composure.
Well, despite those stoppage losses, he's been stopped by only 4 opponents, Morris, but this might be the 5th here.
Yeah, there was a good right
to
hand.
the body. Yeah,
there was a good right hand that went in from Carter. And although Morris grabbed his opponent, you could see the way he walked across. He sort of staggered a little bit. He was hurt with that shot.
He looks a little glazed here. This might not go on for too much longer.
Morris needs to hold here. Just see if we can get a few seconds. Nice little feint and then delivered that left hook. I'm impressed with Carter. Been a good positive start. Oh, lovely right hand.
Well, he took it. Well, the referee might step in here if Morris doesn't do something, offer some resistance, because he was taking big shots there. It's like he's going to survive one, but there might not be too many rounds to follow. End of the first round. Got a big following in the crowd as well, has AJ Carter.
Work behind the job. See him.
Well, there's a few people making a lot of noise about this Carter, and you can see why. That was that terrific right hand.
Right on the button, wasn't it?
Yeah, super shot. Another one went in there. Morris did well there to actually come through it. But yeah, good work from Carter. Switches the attack, doesn't he? Right hand to the body, then the right uppercut.
It's like a sitting target there, isn't
Yeah.
it? Morris has got to be here. He's got to be a bit more mobile.
Well, in that situation, Tim, you've either got to hold or you've got to run. You can't afford to just stand there and allow your opponent just to keep working your body like this. This one, you've got to time up on the inside. But Carter, this is good work, good positive start from him, working well with his jab. But when he gets in at short and mid-range, very explosive.
Round 2 of 4, and this will be a considerable achievement, you imagine, if Morris can actually survive the 4 rounds here. Had to travel a long way with that left hand, but again, it finds its way home.
Oh, there's a cut, isn't there? Is there a cut? Oh, it's just the blood from the nose of Morris.
He looks as if he might be getting a bit more mobile until he gets cornered again.
What he does here, he has got a touch, a look of Mike Tyson about him, hasn't he, Carter?
That crouched stance as he goes in, yeah.
And he puts so much into his right hand that sometimes his feet come square and he actually turns round to southpaw. He's committed that much with that shot. A lot of power behind his work. No tip tapping. Must work more with his jab, though. That's it. That's what he's got to do.
Well, to be fair, Morris could have just curled up and fallen, but he's determined to stay in here, so it seems. And he's able to cover up, but a half-decent left hand of his own. Little left hook.
I think it's important here for Morris to keep the movement going. Once he holds those feet, then he becomes vulnerable. But if he hits and he moves, then I think he'll be a harder target to actually hit.
Well, he'll learn over time when he had to just temper some of the enthusiasm, be a bit more economical with some of his punches. Carter. Just take his time. He just seems to be in all but a bit of a desperate hurry to get his man out of there.
Yeah, just a little bit of inexperience, isn't it? Obviously, it's his debut, and he wants to impress. He's just throwing everything into every shot, loading up a little bit. And just comes square now and again with those feet as he's coming forward. So he's just got to steady it up a little bit, keep that head movement going as he's coming forward. That's better. Morris's experience, you see, just staying on that back foot.
That's the realisation dawning just a little that it's not going to be just a question of blowing everything out. Well, it stands in front of him, and credit to Morris.
Yeah, he's come through a storm there, hasn't he? Then he's weathered it. Took some good shots. Obviously a tough man. Yeah, listen to that corner, what he's saying there. He's blowing himself out. That's what he thinks.
No fucking wild shots with this guy. When you get on them ropes, mate, you either get out of there or you grab hold of him. Don't line them ropes.
Yeah, there you go.
He'll get all excited when his shots go, right? Okay?
Yeah, his coach knows he can't afford to stay on the ropes. But Carter coming forward, got to keep the head moving as he's coming forward, otherwise he's going to walk on to work. Just a little bit of inexperience there. He's got to find the room and the space and work on the inside.
Round 3 of 4 then here. Morris building on a few successes in the previous round. So he frustrates Carter. Yeah, the call coming from Carter's corner. Use the right to the body.
See, Carter's got to just concentrate on boxing a little bit more, Tim, rather than trying to knock his opponent out with every shot. He's loading up too much. He's got to box more behind his jab. Got to be a little bit of structure behind his work, the way he's coming forward. And he's got to target of pushing and getting Morris back onto those ropes. You heard Morris's coach say, when you're back onto the ropes, you've either got to move or you've got to grab him. So what Carter's got to do, he's got to push him back to the ropes and then work his body. He can only go either one way or the other, can't he, on the ropes? It restricts the movement. And for a boxer who's coming forward, then it's a great position to be in and to get your opponent back onto those ropes.
Yeah, I think he needs the mouth guard came out there. A few seconds there just interrupted the flow of Carter. He's just got a bit frustrated at that, isn't he?
Yeah, well, Morris is trying all the tricks under the sun, isn't he? He's going to touch gloves and then he punches very, very quickly. Experienced man.
More interruptions that he didn't need. Now the adrenaline begins to pump again.
Oh, that's a strong, solid jab from Carter. Got something about him, this lad. Punches very hard, I think, with the backhand and that left hook, but also that left jab of his.
He's got him. That was a shot to the body that got him down.
Yeah.
Or is it a slip? No, I think the referee,
it was a slip.
it's a slip. Yeah, the legs just beginning to disappear a bit, but I think there was more to do again with a slip.
Yeah, very strong on the inside, isn't he, Carter? It's important. Morris keeps those hands very high, especially his right hand, because he's looking to land the left hook, Carter, on the inside. So when they're coming in at close quarters, Morris has got to keep that right hand locked to his chin so that left hook doesn't get home.
Last action of the third round. And he's done well, as Morris, to survive this.
Yeah.
And he's now learning about it. It's like you said, you're not going to be able to go out and knock his opponent out. He's got a box to win.
Yeah. Very strong indeed. Misses with the right, but then follows through with a couple of left hands there from Carter. Off balance a little bit because he missed with that opening shot. But very, you know, he's got natural power, hasn't he?
One more round to go then.
Ten seconds. Seconds out, fourth and last round.
Well, Morris isn't going to win this unless there's a real fluke here. But it's forced Carter he's into the final round, and there were moments in the first where it didn't look as if it was going to make the second. And looks a little unsteady as he tries to fend off yet another salvo from Carter, who spins him around.
Yeah, Carter just forgetting about his boxing again, Tim, because he wants to try and knock Morris out. He wants to finish really on a high here. Wants to win these first opening contests with a knockout, really going for it as well. Turning southpaw now also.
Yeah, well, Morris is doing everything his corner told him. You get in there, if you let him unload, you're going to be in trouble. Grab hold and cling on.
Oh, big shots from Carter, really going for it.
Morris trying vainly to just bat them away.
This is going to be just as much a challenge for Morris to get through this round, to survive it. Getting caught with big shots.
He's definitely in trouble here. His legs just beginning to wobble. There's one big shot here, one perfect shot. And that would be the end, and it would give him what he's craved since the opening bell here, which is a KO victory in his first fight as a professional. Inside the final minute here. And the Maniac is still there.
You can see why they call him the Maniac, Tim, because
you'd have to be to want to get him and endure this. But again, gets himself shut into the corner, but he doesn't stay there too long.
Well, I think it's been a fairly impressive debut for Carter. He's dominated every round, done everything apart from that stoppage and knockout. But let's give Morris credit. He's got through it, weathered the storm, and he's taught his opponent a thing or two here.
Yeah, he's taught him quite a lot, actually. Be patient. He was in far too much of a rush, but then I suppose if you're going to do one, you may as well do it on your debut. Well, the man who's been in and sparred with some of the very best has obviously learned plenty in his time in there. Just getting checked over by the ring doctor. I don't think there's any doubt. Don't think he probably needs a pen to add that score up.
A lot of raw power this fella has got. I think the main thing that he's learned tonight, he's not going to knock out everyone with every shot that he throws. So it's a good learning fight, but I think it's been an impressive start for him. I think that you've got a lot to work with this fella. A lot of power.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds boxing, referee Jeff Hardy scored the contest 40 points to 36. Your winner from Vauxhall in London, AJ Victor Carter.
Well, everybody loves an all-action heavyweight. This is one that's making his debut. Morris deserves a round of applause for sticking in there when others would have fallen and left. But good show, actually, overall.
Fantastic, really enjoyed it, Tim.
Hope you did as well. We'll see you next time. From Richie Woodall and from me, Tim Cable. Bye-bye for now.
Okay, you ready for the boys' weekend, Sasha? You should see what I've got organised for us.
Come on, man, where are we, man?
Don't worry about that. Come on in. C'est vous, Sasha et Robin? C'est vous les vedettes? Look at these charming houses.
Premier arrêt, le musée de la mine.
That was great. Listen, I know the perfect place where we can get some local food.
La plus vieille baraque de la ville.
Robin, what is this, man?
Look, Sasha! Matsupulami! It's incredible. You see it?
Why are we here?
Dernière minute, le Spirodome.
Spirodome? It's a Euro Cup Finals, you genius! Yeah!
Hey, Sasha, I told you I wouldn't let you down.
Let's do it, Robbie.
Live the Euro Cup final with Robbie Knock and Sasha Djordjevic from Charleroi Spirodome on April the 13th, live on Eurosport 2.
So match day 3 of the 2013 AFC Champions League group stage. It is Al Ain of the UAE against Al Rayyan of Qatar. Group D of the competition, the two sides lying 2nd and 4th in the table. Al Rayyan in the all-black strip, Al Ain in the generally white kit but with the purple hoops. Ryan Boyce and Stuart Robson to take you through the action. Well, Stuart, lovely conditions for football. It's a warm evening, but the pitch is in sensational condition.
Well, the players can certainly have no complaints about the quality of the pitch. It's immaculate. The ball will run smooth. The grass isn't too long. Already Al Rayyan showing their intent, pressing the ball quite high up the field.
Well, that wasn't the best clearance in the world from Haroun. Early possession here for Al Ain. 10 times champions of the UAE. Looks set for an 11th title. 10 points ahead with 7 games remaining. Coming into this in a good run. They've won their last 4 games domestically. A 2-1 win against Al Shabab Al Arabi last weekend.
They are strong down their right-hand side. The fullback likes to get forward. Mohamed Ahmed down this right-hand side with, in front of him, the captain, Alwa Hibi.
Solid header. Haroun winning it back for Al Rayyan. Hamid. Picked up by Montezin, the captain of Al Rayyan. This is promising. Aladdin on the ball. Overhit though by Montezin and shepherded behind by Ismail for Al Ain.
There is the skipper of Al Rayyan, Fabio Cesar Montezin. Very much the playmaker at times for his side. already you see the centre half splitting to allow the holding midfield player to try and go back and pick the ball up. Instead, they go long. We'll try and play out from the back at times. Al Ain.
Second meeting in as many days between teams from the UAE and Qatar. Yesterday you would have seen on Eurosport Al Gharafa's 4-2 win in Dubai against Al Nassr. Here's Ismail. Going long this time.
Well, Omar's the player, number 10 for Al Ain, playing just behind the main striker, Brosk, who hasn't really touched the ball so far.
This is a promising break, though, here for Kembo. Just gone out of play. First time, really, that Kembo has had a bit of space to run onto the ball.
There's the Romanian coach, Olaveru.
43 years of age. He's had great success in the Gulf region since he first arrived in 2007, leading Al Hilal to victory in the Saudi League and Crown Prince Cup before taking charge of Al Sadd in Qatar, where he won the Qatar Stars Cup in 2010. Al Sadd, Qatar's most successful team, of course, the last side from this region to lift the Asian Champions League with that unlikely success. Here's Kembo. Here's the free kick. Taken down this time by Gumu.